Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at Weirdwood Manor, a game designed by Mike Cassie. Artwork is going to be by Sean Richardson, Anna Early, and Steve Palmer. And this game is actually going to be published by, looks like, Greyridge Games. Now, this is a cooperative game of adventure and strategy. It's going to play 1 to 5 players, 90 to 120 minutes, and ages 13 and up. Now, I remember seeing a little bit about this game. This was on crowdfunding. But the cool thing about this game was it's got these rings that will rotate for the time. So you kind of have to work together, figure stuff out, but you got to hurry up. Don't take too long, or whoever the main bad guy is, well, he's going to get you, and you just don't want that to happen, right? So, but I love cooperative games. This game I thought just looked absolutely fantastic. So I really want to see what's inside this box. I like to see what the final components look like. I think I saw some of the early stuff when it was first announced, but I never really got a chance to take a look at any of the final stuff that came out on it. I actually kind of forgot about it until the good folks sent us this copy. So let's see what's inside this game. It's a cooperative game, so I'll tell you what, I know I'm going to want to get it to the table as fast as I can. Just because, well, I love cooperative games. All right, so it looks like we are going to have a 23-page rule book. All right, 24 pages, but the back, there you go, look at that. Player turn, icon reference, so there's going to be a ton of icons. Not as much as some of the others that I've seen, but your morning, afternoon, evening, night, some where your tiles are, you got your monster cards. This is actually a really large rule book. And then your scarab phase. But yeah, okay. Good job. Player rate on that too. Would be good if we have one in here, but I don't know. At least it's on the back of the rule book. As long as they give it to you somewhere. But, all right, let's see if we can get this in here for everyone to take a look at. Okay, now it looks like we're going to get a little bit of a comic for where our adventure is going to begin. Figure out what's going to be going on. And your game components. Okay, I know it's a puzzle piece map. Looks like your rings are going to be a puzzle piece, so they'll fit back in the box good. You got your player components and monsters you're going to go against. It's always going to be standees, which I am 100% okay with standees, and I'm totally good with it. I actually never have a problem with standees over miniatures myself personally, but that's just my personal choice. All right, there's your board setup. Nice. It's a big board too, if I remember right from what I saw. Okay, which player setup? You have your Fey monster setup, and I know the game's supposed to come with, like, what was it, 3 different ones? Okay, so you have your outline for your gameplay, but then you're going to have your player turn and then ending your turn. So it looks like a quick synopsis of your turn. A couple examples in there. You got your scarab phase and spawning. Then you're going to have your time and advancement. That's the mechanic that looks the most unique to me. I thought that looked really cool and how that interacted with. All right, and now it looks like we're going to get into a really good breakdown of all your different player actions. Okay, and what it entails, what it's going to take to do. Probably, it's really hard for me to keep this book on here, so we're just kind of getting an idea of what everything looks like. I do believe the rulebook's available to download online if you want to take a closer look at it. We got the Chaos Ogre. So he's the first one on here. Yeah, here's your Fey monsters. Okay, so the Chaos Ogre is going to be a single difficulty. Let's see if I can get that on the screen for you right there. Okay, and so this looks like it's going to be kind of how he plays. All right, we got the Min Wraith, which is a medium difficulty. I like how they have a breakdown of how they're going to play, so that way you're not trying to guess. Sometimes some of these games, you just got to guess how the bad guys play. And then Theris, he's going to be your most difficult. Okay, and there you go. All right, my goal is to take out him. That's what I'm going to try to do. All right, and we got some variants. Okay, group experience point variant. All right, some FAQ, a little solo variant there, kind of what to do. Not much, so it's probably basically saying you're playing everything on your own. But this is cool too. Let me kind of show you a couple more of this. Get this up here a little bit, but you're going to get your outer rooms. You're going to get a little bit of text, okay, on what each room does. I'd like to see, hopefully, see this on a sheet rather than the middle or the inside page of the rulebook. So that way your players have it handy. All right. Now, what do we have here? We are going to have, okay, so here's your Min Wraith. Oh, we got the glare. Let's try to keep that glare out of there for you. Okay. There's a nice shine on these boards. But these are all double layered. Okay, so your cubes, when you put them inside, they're going to stay where they need to be. Okay, they're really cool looking. I like the way they are. Okay, backside, oh, there's your setup. There's some advice on how to play them, and it looks like a little bit of a story. Okay, it doesn't look like, once you get them set up, it doesn't look like there's anything you really need on that backside. Okay, oh, here's the main, the Tuffy one. Okay, the Tuffy, whatever. All right, I don't know what those circles are for. The other one doesn't have them. I know each character is going to play totally different. I'm guessing that's going to be his little dice that he's going to get, little cards that he's going to play, and the same setup, story, little advice. Maybe that's advice on how to kill him. That's what we really need. All right, what else we're going to got? What are we going to got? We're going to got the Chaos Ogre. Okay, so when you're starting to play this game for the first time, this is the guy that I recommend playing. See, now when I first saw this game, I thought the board looked different than this for this guy here. So maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe I'm not. No, it might be right. No, probably, I think it did look like this. Okay, and more of the same. In case you want to pause it, there you go on him. Okay, and there's the 3 bad guys. All right, now we have all of the characters that we're going to be able to play. Okay. So we'll just take a quick look at those. Now I know they all have their own special unique abilities that they're going to get. Okay, so all the characters are supposed to be unique. And they're going to have a complexity, low, medium, or hard. So it looks like Eugene Donalds here is going to be a complex guy to play. A little bit of information on how to play them, I'm guessing. The sad thing is going to be this is on the back, so if you need it during the game and you got tokens all over this, it's kind of hard to get to that. But maybe that's not necessarily the case. All right, maybe you just have to look at that back once, and that's all you need. All right, and I'll flip these over so you guys can pause it if you want to read them a little closer. Okay. Bailey Breyer, look at that, a rabbit. Okay, magical rabbit. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know, I kind of like Animorphs characters in games. I have a friend of mine who used to do comic books way back in the day when we were in high school, and he did a lot of Animorph stuff way back then. So I've always been around it. I'm just kind of used to it. Here's the easy difficult. Okay. So you can take a good look at all her abilities there. And it looks like Oliver Griffin. Slide that down just a little bit. And his about. And everything on him. All right. And that's all of the characters. Now, let's take a look at some of these tiles and let's see what we have. Okay, so there's your one sheet right there. All right, if we take a look at the back, okay, so I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, they're hidden at first. Got to flip them up, I don't know. See how they punch. They actually look like they're going to punch really good. No problems there. No problems at all. Very, very good. All right. Put those off to the side. I like how they put these little etches right here on these boards. You can actually get them out. It's kind of nice. All right, and it looks like we got a bunch of scarabs here. It looks like this is our little knowledge tokens. I do remember a couple things from this game. I don't even remember what this one's called. We got a token that actually fell out. I know one of the characters used this for like its magic or whatever. And there's your little standees. Okay, so we'll take a close look at that. Front and back's going to be the same. Okay, I'm cool with that. That looks good to me. These tokens are actually falling out of these boards. I got to make sure I don't lose any of them. So, all right, and there you go, Mr. Briar Rabbit. Okie dokie. Now, let's see what this board's going to look like. So I'm going to put some of this stuff off to the side because I'm really curious what this board looks like and how big it is, because I think it looks really cool. Now, this is also a dual layer board because it looks like the entrance hall, the Fey Breach, and what is it, the Terrace of Temporal Rifts is actually etched right on the board. There's a little lip right in through here. Okay, so you can kind of see how all that goes. All right, and there is, you can see up on the very top, maybe you can, maybe you can't, there's a little staircase, and that's how you're going to get in. So we know where the entrance is. You're starting up at the very top right down there. Okay, now let's slide this in here because we have, this is actually a really nice insert that I'm going to guess is it taped on? It don't want to come off for some reason or another. Where is it? Sealed at. Okay, just got to pop off real easy. All right, let's get that out of the way. Now, one of the rings I know comes pre-assembled, like this one here. Let's get that out of the way. This is your inner ring, and it's actually going to fit just like this. And then this outer ring, okay, I'm probably not going to have the numbers correct on this because I'm just trying to put it on here so you guys get an idea of what this is going to look like, okay, because then we'll have to take it back apart. But this is actually going to fit right here. Everything's going to go really nice, and then you're going to put all your tiles, so like all your different room tiles are going to fit on the outside. And see, this looks like an outside tile to me. So they're all going to fit in the outside. So then this is just going to rotate around those tiles, and this one's going to rotate. And you got to set up based on whatever the time is. You get the idea. Okay. I'm assuming those ones actually go right there. Because if we come back over here, let's look at the inside of this box again. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, this is the empty box. Bottom, I want to make sure we don't lose track of that. Okay, figure out what's in here. So we're going to get some bags. Excuse me. So we can bag up some stuff if we need to. Okay. And actually, you know what I want to do? Because this might actually look cool for you guys, and I want to see this myself because I'm really excited about this game, is I'm going to put the insert back in and just kind of give you an idea. So you have these tiles. I'm guessing maybe there's a reason why they might go upside down. I don't know. But we can throw a couple of these tiles in just so you can kind of take a look and see how it's going to go. And from what it looked like too, is it looked like this board, these tiles, these rotate really, really smooth. All right, but we got abandoned tunnels. We got a wishing well, the amphitheater of the dead. I'll just kind of show you a few of these. Okay. Since we don't really have them, the gambler's den. So we don't really have them in a punch board for us. So you can't really take a look at them unless I do this. But now if I can keep them actually on the screen, that might be very helpful for you too, huh? Okay, the Royal Armory. So these all look like they're outside. Now, I'm guessing there's going to be enough of them to where they're going to fill the whole entire outside. And that way, you know, you're always playing with the same tiles. Maybe there's a couple more, so sometimes you're not playing with some. I don't know. All right. And these ones here look like they're more the middle tiles, the middle ring tiles. Okay. And so these middle ring tiles are just going to fit. They should fit. Nope, they don't fit there at all. These are the inside tiles. They're nice and tight, so they're actually going to fit here, and that's basically what we have. I thought these were actually going to be bigger tiles than this. So there you go. So that guys gives you an idea. And look at that, they fit just beautifully in there. Now these are your middle ring tiles. Okay, let's take a look at those. Ancient Atrium of Wishes, and it's a lot of icons in this game. So you definitely have to learn your icons. All right. The Glittering Cellar, Warden's Ballroom. Okay, and these are just going to fit here on this outside. But once everything's in, it's like we'll pop that thing in place. From what I saw, see, it looks like they'll actually rotate pretty easy. They should rotate pretty smooth. And there you go. Okay, that's going to give you an idea on those. Just kind of, oh, and that one doesn't come out. Just wanted to show you what that's going to look like, because I'll tell you what, to me, this game board is super cool. I love the rotating mechanic of this. Kind of reminds me of a couple other games that I saw with some rotating boards. It's just really neat, just kind of the way they work. All right, so we'll put that away. Let's get this out of here. And then, of course, this is just going to break down. It's got its own little spot back in the box, which we'll end up putting that back away once we figure out how this stuff all goes back in the box. And I'm hoping I can remember that. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. But that's the board. Let's come back over to here. All right, so what else are we going to get in this box, in this game? We're going to get a bunch of little standy bases. All right, I haven't taken a look at these ones yet. I'm pretty particular about my bases. These ones, if I look on the inside, they got little notches on there. Okay. I'm really particular. If I can put these bases on and never have to take them off, and they fit in this tray, I'm okay with it. But if I have to take the standees off and they start ripping the cardboard, that's when I have problems. That's when I start I've got some other ones that I buy that I really, really like. Just for that reason alone. All right, looks like we're going to get a nice 12-sided dice. Okay, we'll put him in there. We're going to get these nice dice because I know you can buy different dice. Reds are combat. Looks like your blacks are going to be your shields. I don't know what the blues are. And you're going to get that little mustard, yellowy, brown. Yeah, I don't even know what color that is. All right, and it looks like there's also a single white dice in here as well. There you go. That is going to be all the dice. They're going to come in the game. All right, now this bag I'm not going to open up. It is just a long bag of miscellaneous cubes. The cubes I know are going to go on all the different boards. They have slots for all of them that you're going to put there for marking what dice you're going to get, what your skill levels are, and everything else. Okay, these look like every wooden about 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter cube that I've seen. Okay, so we should be good with those. Now let's take a look at some of our cards and see how well these things open up. And it looks like they're not going to want to open up too super easy, so let's just give it a little bit of help. If I can do this without ruining any of the cards, that will make me incredibly happy. Okay. And I'm having a lot of hard luck problems here. Hard luck problems? Yeah, we'll go with it. Okay, so what do we got? Looks like we got some companions here. All right. Whoops. Okay, let's get this back on the screen just so you can see them. All right, there we go. Let's go through these. Let's take a look at all these cards. Tell you what, this artwork is fantastic. This is phenomenal artwork. Okay. I do like this. He's really mean looking. But if he's a companion, he's going to help you. She's kind of scary, but hey, this is an interesting world that they created. A warden mage. This game, I'll tell you, man, just looking at the artwork, looking at that board, this video is going to be longer than it needs to be just because I'm excited about all this other stuff. And it looks like we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 player aids, all the different icons, and on your turn, what you must do, your optional rules, ending your turn. So we're going to get a lot of good information there. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get these little cards open up. They actually have little tabs on them, little pull tabs. If I can get to them. All right. Not a super fan of all these little tiny cards unless there's very little information. What I don't like is when I get tiny cards and they got a lot of text that you got to read on them. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have different backs on. Oh, that's right. Okay, so these are the cards that go along with all the different bad guys, if I remember right. Okay, and what they're going to do. So you can always see basically what that card, what their next card is going to kind of try to do, if I remember right. So they might move, so you shuffle those up and whatnot. Okay, so these are the bad guys. So I don't remember exactly how this works, but these are the cards going to tell you what that particular monster is going to do, how he's going to interact, how he's going to react on his turn. I'm just going to kind of flip through these really fast. This is stuff that you're probably going to want to almost experience the first time you play them. Maybe you won't. But yeah, these are, looks like you're going to put some cubes by the scarabs or do something with the little scarab guys. I don't really know. Okay. But yeah. So looking at these, every one of these bad guys, it's going to play so different. And that's super cool. Super cool is actually one of my favorite words, I think. I say that a lot. That's what my wife keeps telling me. She's like, boy, you say that a lot. Everything's super cool. All right, I can't get this. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get these off too. Now, what do we have here? These are going to be some Warden Tactics cards. And then, okay, there we go. And then, all right, so these are going to be more of the Monster Tactics cards. What they're going to do on their turn. We'll just kind of flip through some of these. Looks like we're going to be rotating some dice, maybe rotating some tiles. Looks like, wow, that's some, I'll tell you what, that is some tiny text on some little small cards. Not my favorite thing, so I'm going to be getting out my super high power glasses to read that. All right, so looks like we're going to get, these are Warden, discard when resetting action cards. So we got some power surges, improved attacks, delayed attacks. Okay, so these are just different things that you're going to get. They're going to help you out along the way, is my guess. I don't know. Tell you what, I do like the look of this game. I do like it. Open hands, there's about 2 of every card in there for the most part. All right, and we will get those right back there. And we're going to put all these cards where they were before I forget where those go. And they're going to go right there. And our last deck of cards, these are going to be some regular size cards. Okay, and let's see, there we go. Okay, so we can get these ones open. Boy, these little pull tabs start going and then they just stop. They don't quite make it all the way. All right, so we'll get that out of there. Now, are all these going to be the same? Oh, that's right. So every character is going to have their own set of cards. Now, I think some of them are supposed to be the same. So Fleet-Footed Feint, Charge. Let's see who are we on right now. We're on that gal. Schematic Safar. And so I know each one of them are going to have similar, like this one here. I think Shadow Steps, I think, is going to be a card they're all going to share. But I do believe they're all going to have a couple cards that are unique just to them. Okay. I was actually not thinking they had quite this many cards. I thought they were going to have less cards than that. So we'll go through the individual ones. Yeah, so like that one there is one I've seen. Okay. And like I said, I don't know. Maybe there's just 1 or 2 of them that are going to be they're going to be different than the rest of them. I am seeing a couple different things here. A little help from there you go. Okay, let's go with the rabbit guy, the Bailey Briar. I like Bailey Briar. See, it looks like these top ones are all basically the same. Shadow Steps. Okay, and then we started getting into around here, these last couple cards. Oh, I see. Like, so these ones here have their own picture, so maybe these last 3 are what's going to be unique just to that one character. So all of the cards except for the last 3 are going to be unique. That may probably be it. I'll bet you that's the case. You guys probably already picked up on that. I'm a little slower now because I'm trying to make sure that I keep everything on the screen for you at the same time to try to look at them myself. Yeah, see, there's her 3 cards. All right, and let's go. We got what? Oliver Griffin next. So we know what his are, so let's just go look at his 3 cards. So now you can see what his 3 cards are. We know what the other ones are. Probably showed you way too many of those, and the last one's going to be Eugene Donald's. Eugene Donald's, the Laser Blaster 2000. Atomic Exchanger, and there you go. Okay. That all looks fantastic to me. Now, this is going to be the fun part because you know what? I don't remember how all this stuff came out of the box. This, I think I remember was on this lower level. The other pieces, I think, were on the top level. But these little guys that we pulled out actually look like they're going to possibly go in this little space right here. The standees, I'm going to punch everything and figure out where they're going to go. Okay, so we'll figure those out. And these, I'm just going to kind of, for right now, I'm just going to put them in this little pocket. I don't want to lose anything, but as soon as I'm done here, I know you don't want to watch it, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to get this whole game punched out, get everything, figure out what spot it's going to go in. Okay, but I want you to see how it goes back in the box, if I can even figure out how it goes back in the box. Now, this kind of pops into place, so it's kind of hard to pop out. It will come out, but it looked like it was a little bit difficult to do. And these, I think, went, you know what, I think those actually went under because they're not the right roundness to go on here, but I think I actually took them out from underneath. Okay, now it looks like we got a couple notches right there where those notches fit this board. No, that board has to go in. See, there looks like a notch there. This is actually going to fit. Looks like there's a notch there. Yep, that notch is actually going to go right there. These, yeah, I remember these actually going down below now. They're actually going to fit, I think, down below, somewhere right about in here, if I remember correct. I see the little spot right there where they're going to go. So these I'm going to put in later. I don't want, it was a nightmare trying to get that cover off. We don't want to go through all that again. Okay, so our boards, we're going to stick our boards in here. Will they double up? Yes, they will. Okay, so we'll just slide those there for now. That should be good. I know I do have these guys. We're going to put them right there. I'm going to put those in the bottom tray here in a little bit. Now we have our 2 punch boards. I'm just going to set our punch boards on top right now because I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to punch all this in a minute, but I just want to get everything in the box. Okay. All right. And then I know we're going to have those. We're going to have our rule book, which is going to go on the top. This is going to go on here. So the punch boards I'll actually probably put underneath that tray unless it lifts it up, and then I'll take them out. But there you go. Wow. That was actually a really long one. Sorry for that one. But this is a really cool, really unique looking game, and I'm excited to play it. Weirdwood Manor. Oh man, if this plays half as good as it looks, I'm going to be just so happy to get this to the table. If you played it, let me know. Leave any comments down below in the bottom. And as always, thank you for watching.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been.
The board game market is doing great, kid. Keep buying.